So I'm going to go ask you this. We did, and what's running right now is a series with Susan Olson, who is brand new to New Hampshire House politics. She's running for the very first time out of Merrimack 7.
Here's a shout out. Love you, Susan Olson. You're awesome, ma'am.
And one of her things that she wants to be able to do is to look at how state agencies interact with the citizenry that approach them. Now, we had a small little project, our first toe tip into the water of right to know requests with the Department of IT as well as DES. And I will tell you, I still feel like my nose ran into the brick wall, because we were asking for stuff that was pretty technical in nature. We wanted network data traffic, and DES and DOIT have refused to give it to us so far. We put it on the shelf for a little bit. We will be coming back to that. But that's the kind of thing where there's an adversarial relationship between the ordinary citizen and the agencies when you ask for something out of the ordinary.
And Skip, you couldn't be more right. Here's the issue, and this is something my wife Lori and I talk about all the time. As the owner of a company, and you guys know I've run large and small companies, which is why I think I have this advantage that I can talk at 100,000 feet and I can talk to the edge of the dime. And we need that today. But Lori and I talk about this on a regular basis. As the governor and as the Senate and the House, we have an obligation. Truly, it's a cultural position. And because we've had a governor who has picked every single agency head, we've created a culture of the executive branch. And that's specifically what has to change. I think the biggest challenge we have today, on and above the money, the taxes, the fees, the fines, and all of that, and everyone knows how conservative I am about that kind of stuff, we need to change the culture of the relationship between government and the people. I started with this conversation saying government no longer respects us. Government no longer respects our tax dollars. That's an easy change because it's a culture change. You know, we saw a little snippet of it way back in the day when John Sununu became governor. One of the biggest things he did was he started this initiative to make the people at the toll booths, because remember, back then, there was a toll taker at every single booth back in that day, make them be polite and say please and thank you. That's a culture. We need that in our government today, because the bureaucracy, and don't get me wrong, there are some great people in government.
And we did meet a couple in DES, and I was very happy to work with them.
In DOIT, I'll do a shout out to Bill Rogers. I've worked with him a lot. Very technical, very bright. There are some good people there. Now, maybe they're being constrained today by the process and the inertia. But again, overriding this, which is why I believe we need a change in the corner office, it's about culture. We need a government that encourages responsible business success, that rewards good behavior. Think back to this conversation I had about Reggie. Thank people for doing the right thing. Don't assume everyone's wrong every day. Don't assume that every taxpayer that comes in the government and gets a hard time, and again, doesn't happen with every employee, doesn't happen every day. But there are plenty of stories out there that people today are so frustrated with their interactions with government. That's not an ability issue, that's a cultural issue. And that's what we need to change.
Croc TV.